And we're here, we're live, and the timer is ticked down to the point where we are launching for another episode here. Finally up to episode 83. We're pushing up the episode, slowly making our way towards number 100. But for now, let's just see how we go. Welcome to anyone that is watching this back as a video later back on YouTube. And yeah, it's pretty much where we're at. I'm going to just take off pretty much from where we left off last time out, which was just trying to get all of our horses through to breeding because it got pretty late. Looking at Royal Fox already on the decline here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a personal note and I'm just going to add +1 to the braking, and we're just going to keep an eye on braking stat over this episode because stamina was 99 for a while, and we'll see how long it takes for it to drop. Peak braking was 57, I would assume. It's going to be ±1 because I didn't catch it when it went down from 97 to 98, but because staying went down from 98, I'm just going to go out on a ledge and assume that braking was 57. So every time it drops, it's +1 to stamina. So at the moment we're maybe at 100 stam, so hopefully that goes up as much as we can. As for the rest of the team is starting to go down. Illusion Fox already losing a lot of speed. Mirror Magic 90 stam, 95 staying, so strong horses, don't get me wrong, but yeah, we've got some progress to have in this episode here. There's going to be wing lights here, that's for sure. Yeah, so she unfortunately can't run anything except the Royal Cup, so we're going to just have to run her in a bit of a mood. Something royal again. I really don't know what we're going to do with you at the moment. We're definitely going to breed with you, but we'll see how long we can push your starts back. A while, okay. Cool. Sorry if I mute my mic randomly throughout the episode this afternoon. My nose is acting up due to my allergies, so we might actually try and win the turf category with something royal this year, just because we're at 5. I don't really see her pushing much past 6, probably peak at 6, so if we win it this year, it means we've got a little bit of leniency. We do have Eclipse up now. We need to organise the rest of our horses, especially the 3-year-old campaigns. So Sandstorm here, front runner, turf horse, Young Crown. I feel like these horses over the top are stronger, but in saying that, they're all fast growth type horses, so we want to try and avoid specific races. Eggs and Pancakes is getting a little bit sooky as well. We'll focus on... Okay, you're a book, that's awesome. This is the thing when you don't live stream for a couple of days, you sort of lose a little bit of progress, and it takes a couple of seconds to sort of organise everything back to where you were. Yeah, okay. So, you're already booked as well. Okay, so I think most of our 2-year-olds were booked because they were getting a bit antsy anyway. We might try and win the turf this year with you, but we'll just chuck you in the Cherry Cup. Now, Sedate Ruler. You're not going to be able to race until there, and you're going to get cranky. You're just going to have to round cranky. Sorry. Nothing I can do to avoid that. 3-year-old feeling the dirt. I mean, you can just go there, perfect. That's you sorted. Sorted. Apricot. Distance unknown. I mean, realistically, what have we actually got coming up for you? I mean, we could just run you in 1,000 guineas. Are you a turf or a dirt horse? Turf, definitely turf. I feel like 1,000 guineas would actually be a really good opportunity for the Fox. There you cash, stretch burst and gate rocket, but not a front runner. That makes it interesting. 8 to unknown on the decline. We could run you in the Britain 2,000 guineas. Yeah, I think we might actually do that. Now, for the Aztec Princess, You're the one with Speed Demon. So, and your filly maximum distance is 11. Hey Jan, how are you doing? Welcome in. Might put you in the Azalea Cup. Don't think I have anyone else for that slot at the moment. As for you, 7 to unknown, already can retire. And are you a turf or a dirt cowboy? You're a turf cowboy. Interesting. I mean, we can run you in the Paris 2000 guineas. Welcome in, everybody. Sorry if I'm just scalawagging across as I'm here trying to organise some horses into some races. The next dirt race isn't for a while. Like, realistically, we could just rate until the Caesar Cup. I think we might do that. Now, what's the game plan with you this season? You can run on the turf, okay. You are great at the moment. So you only won the dirt. I mean, realistically, you have the stats to win the turf. Yeah. I know that we're trying to win... Pretty sure we're trying to win the dirt prince. Here we are. Which I've already screwed up because I just put someone in the Caesar Cup. So never mind. We're not doing that. Actually, yes, we can still do that because I can just load. So I just spent all that time organising horses into different races to then reload the save. Yeah. I'm glad to be back streaming, but drama has been aplenty. Okay. I'll quickly organise these races again, and we need to put Royal Fox after she's had some time off as well. I'm pretty sure you need the Royal Cup for the sprint as well. For the print. Let me actually get that spreadsheet up. Here we go. Yeah, for speed print you need the Royal Cup. So, based on the fact I don't really want to win this race, the Royal Cup with her, we'll avoid that. I mean, she's in the blue by here. Okay. I mean, we could try and win the international title as well, and then that will have her ready for the or him ready, sorry, for the Caesar Cup. Yeah, I think we might do that. Welcome here in Rage. Doing alright. It's 5 AM, so I might disappear randomly if I pass out again. Well, if you do pass out, that's okay. Tolkien, love from Palopo, Indonesia. Well, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully it's a good time for you. And welcome to your first stream. I don't know if you've been in a stream before, but first time chatting, so that's always a milestone. Well, welcome in and hopefully have a lovely time. I think we're just going to chuck Eclipse in the Eagle. But we could win the Universal. I think we win the Universal. Right, let's have a look now. Something Royal. What were we doing with her again? Oh, the second cup. Yep. Right, Winglight definitely running the Royal Cup. Shuggy's still having a break. Eggs and Pancakes is booked. Perfect. Moon Emperor is on the way up. Royal Fox, we were running in the Singapore. Rough Monster, we need to not put you in that race, okay? You're gonna be cranky no matter where I put you, eh? We might just have to chuck you in a random race. If I can, I want to wait until after we do breeding. Yeah, we'll chuck you in there. Welcome in, Remy. Sorry if I'm hyper-focused right now and not paying too much attention. I'm just trying to make sure I don't mess this up. Right, Sedate Ruler. He's going to be cranky no matter what, but that's where he needs to race. For Wild Vegas, we'll run her in the Cherry Cup. Because she needs to win some Group 1s for her breeding capacity. As for Standstorm, I feel like he's a really good hope for the different races. You can run 10 furlongs on the dirt, and you're a filly. So you can run there, perfect. Night Typhoon, you're already booked into the sprint. Illusion Fox, you're fast, you run on the turf. I think we said we're going to put all of you guys in the different Guineas races. Yep. Awesome. Now, Cash. Your turf as well. I think we're putting you in the Paris Guineas. Actually, no, we're going to put you in the Britain Guineas because it's quicker. Then Aztec. I was thinking about putting you in the Azalea Cup. And that could work, but I feel like I want to put Sandstorm in the Azalea Cup. So what I'll do is check your dirt rating. Cash in now, I know you're definitely going to be a turf horse. So we'll just look for a treasure. There we go. Or actually, I don't think you had the speed compared to our other horses in that sort of class at the moment. And yeah, we need Paris for you. Right. Right, that's all of our horses booked, believe it or not, and we've already been live for an amazing nearly 20 minutes. Nah, 15 minutes. Minus the 5 minutes for the intro. I'm going to quickly run inside and grab something to eat, and then we'll be back out to start the stream. If you guys can show some love in the chat for each other and for the community, that would be really appreciated. And leave some suggestions down for what you want to see out of this episode. Feel free to put down anything. I'll be back in about 2 to 5 minutes. It won't be that long, but just as courtesy. Okay, sorry about the wait, but we are here. Go to World Dream Cup. I don't know if we can stream that long, but we might be in the right year for that. We'll just have to wait and see how things play out. Okay, so first race of this afternoon, or evening, or night, or morning from the various locations that everyone is. Sandstorm up here. Thought honestly the way that this horse was racing was a lot stronger, I will admit, but has some time to improve. Any originals looking good to come into the stables this year? Let's have a quick look at that. I'll let the puppy Smile Ignite could be pretty good, lucky Leah. Being a speed lady. Copy That Cat. I wasn't really too happy with its stats. Coley like really let us down, I feel. That horse could be really strong or really good. Runaway is definitely going to be interesting because that's a winning gold foal, so that's always interesting. And Pushing Buttons, which is Great Answer, How Dare You. So a couple of options really. Yeah, we lost this horse last time out. Watching the way that horse raced last time didn't really make much of a difference. So unfortunately, it was our last foal by the Audacity, the sire. But we've got way too many blame games. So, and yeah, Murray with the Silks. You said purple apparently, then left. So this is what we came up with when you were gone. So just double check again because I'm very paranoid that I'm going to miss a race. Yep. So we definitely should be able to get to the sales in this stream. I'm not playing any other games tonight with mates. I probably should because I missed last night, but I didn't feel like streaming last night, and I just played my personal save file. So now we're back here. We are going to be trying to get as much through as we can. But yeah. And morning, Lara, morning, everyone else on the morning time zone. Time zones are a funny thing, aren't they? I was off yodeling about purple and then dozed off, I think. Sounds about right. But yeah, no, like, I'm pretty happy with how our foals are going at the moment. I might play a little bit terrible today, I'll be honest. Had a day and a half, I will say. But I wanted to play Gallop Racer, I wanted to stream. For those that are aware, you already know what the go is, so I'm not going to dwell on it, we're just going to try and move past it. And yeah. Let the content speak for itself. If I'm not overly talking throughout the stream for the first part, it's just because I'm hungry. So feel free to ask questions to get me talking. Or just talk to each other. No, I won't be too long, I'm just really hungry, that's all. The silks are nice. I do like them. I think it's nice and subtle, but it's not too subtle, you know? As for like, you're having trouble hearing me. I mean, I am trying to eat. Maybe I'll have a look at the settings in the stream. Oh yeah, it could be a little bit louder, I guess. Give me a second, I'll just finish this race and then... You think it's... Yeah, it could be when I'm eating, because I'm like... away from my mic. As I'm talking to it now, it should be fine. But... I'll just... While I'm eating, I'll just turn the gain up a little bit. Are we going to win this race? Nope. We are not going to win that race. Never mind, we just won that race. What a terrible way to start the stream. Well. Yep, so I'll just play with the gain now. Just so that way you actually see me while I'm eating. Is that better from a distance? Because I'm going to have it a fair way away from my mouth, just because I don't want to annoy you guys with my chewing and stuff. That was super lucky. I did not think we were going to win that, I'll be honest. But yeah, the microphone should be picking up a lot better now from a distance, but it might also pick up like the background noise and... That's not cool. So yeah, you should be able to hear me now. You think you named him? You probably did. That sounds better. Cool, cool, cool. I've got my mic away now too, so once I get out of the gate, I can go back to eating. The horses are in the gate. Yeah, Bub's been a bit of a terror this afternoon, so haven't really had time to eat. I was able to cook someone some tomato soup and buttered bread, but didn't have too much time to sort of organise myself, sadly, so having some little things here and there throughout the stream should hopefully get me through till tomorrow. You should press square button to Spurs for clockwise and O for the other. Any particular reason why? Does that have any effect, or is it just more pleasing? Visually satisfying? We're too far back here, and we're in a very terrible spot. This is too bad, like rods back to back. When I'm going to get last corner leader, there's no way I'm going to be able to butter that biscuit. Right, come on Pancake, show that fight you've been showing. There it is. Just a different horse. Just finishing off races completely different to what he was during his 2-year-old's year. I know his stats went super, but he's just improving each and every time he steps out there. Like, yes, the rail opened up pretty well for us, and the field wasn't a super strong Group 1 field, but like, you get stuck in that position with any horse and you're going to be in trouble. So, good little win, and we'll move on to the next race. 20 cents favourite. Are you guys seeing this? That would be why.
The horses are on the track. The horses are in the gate.
Except for the fact I'll be coming from last, so they shouldn't touch me, but I'm going to be watching their booties this whole race. I've never seen a 20-cent favourite. Yeah, there's another fairy bolt, a kinky weapon foal in the stables at the moment. Goes by the name Moon Emperor. Does turn into a really strong horse. I guess it's his horse has spurt, but you never know. This is a risky play, but I'm going to try and find an inside run. And that's why we go for an inside run. Easy win. Not going to be as big as it should be for a 20-cent favourite, but a win is a win nonetheless, I guess. That rhymes. Right, push that microphone over to the side. You guys are light blue this afternoon? In the chat? Oh, well, for streaming you guys are, but Let's have a look through Sandstorm. 14 temper. Don't know where you got that from. But we did leave the Azalea Cup open for him, so... Fast pace okay, instant response, grit, and last corner leader. You're a filly, aren't you, and you're under the dirt. Perfect race for you. I think that's everyone. Here's the other one. Very bold and can keep weapon. Still on the grow, and what are we going to do with you this year? No idea what we're going to do with you actually. I haven't really thought about it. I mean, we could try. You can't run that far though. Try you in the heaven, because we'll run something in the eagle. I don't know what we're running in the eagle yet, but we'll work it out. Yep, that's sorted. Cool. Yeah, you didn't really amount to much, unfortunately. Who else was running that? They want me to run on Fast Navy. Lol. It's hilarious. Remember when, like, in your early years where that would have been awesome? Welcome in, Zombie, by the way. Love that, have you back for another stream. You just missed a 20-cent favourite. Magic Mirror was the short price favourite. Gate Rocket, Close Race, okay, last con leader stretch. That's cool. Ability book.
The horses are on the track. The horses are in the gate. And away they go.
I feel like on this track you don't really want a perfect start. Like, if you get a perfect start, you put yourself way too far out in front. Like, we didn't have a perfect start or anywhere near it, and we're sort of fighting for the lead, which we don't really need to be doing. But most of the AI jockeys don't really know how to run this track anyway, so we should be fine. Don't you cross me, you interesting character.
2 furlongs to go. Show your guts. An amazing burst of speed.
I mean, it's going to be an easy win after that, but that was just very frustrating.
We have a winner.
Not a bad race overall. A little bit of area for improvement. Like letting that horse cross us so late, that could have been catastrophic. Who needs Vast Light when you have Eclipse, am I right? I don't even know if I have anyone for Eagle. Oh. 99 speed. I see. I don't have anyone for the Eagle. So we're just going to give Night Typhoon back-to-back races and see how he goes. We don't need anyone for the climax, so we should be fine with this lineup. Now, where does this lovely mare want to run? I can't remember. It's not a mare. I keep thinking it's a mare, but it's a colt. I don't know why. I keep thinking horses are mares and not colts, and vice versa. It's a terrible start. Not perfect. I think this horse wants to set at the back. We'll see how that goes. I mean, this isn't a very strong field. Cool colours isn't a Group 1 horse or anything like that, but we do have a handicap, so we just got to keep that in mind. But also, guys, yeah, again, if there's any audio or any issues, always feel free to let me know, because I'd rather improve it, so anyone that watches this back later on also can watch it without suffering.
They are midway down the backstretch. Okay, this is where the race is won.
Well, let's go.
Show your 2 furlongs to go.
We are going to get course loss, but we should be strong enough once we straighten up to outsprint the rest of these horses, you'd think. As long as we don't overwork.
First speed.
Is that in the front? Not a bad run from Jimmy, right? We are going to get there just at the wire. Nice easy win. This horse is very interesting to learn. Oh, we can beat Farfog today. I'm not sure how we're not favourite.
The horses are on the track.
Right. I think I might be done eating for the meantime, so I might just put that to the side and fix the game. Alright, I think we should be back properly now. Hopefully the audio quality is still at a decent standard. Just let me know.
The horses
Feel free.
are in the gate.
Alright, let's get out of the gate well with Wing Light here. It's a start that we wanted. Let's go.
That was a great start.
We'll let Old Carol go to the front. All good. Perfect. Thank you, Zombie. Slow down. Now where's his favourite hiding? Out of position at the back of the field. Realistically, we win this race. We just win. But very fast sections up front here. Yep, there we go. We just win. Resolution. We're going to fly through, get last spot on the leader, and if anything gets close, we have straight first and close race okay. But it wouldn't come to that actually. Well, you wouldn't imagine it coming down to that. But funnier things have happened.
Have a winner.
Perfect. 168. That's not a bad time overall. Yeah, so this will be the series campaign here for Wing Light. This is just a warm-up race for her. And then she'll head on to the Gallop World Series later on in the year. But her stamina to me is not really an issue. We'll run her over 8 furlongs, most of her races over the sprint trip, and try and slot her into a 6-horse field when we can. Now what I find interesting here is Night Typhoon. We don't know the dirt rating, but he is the favourite. Why is he the favourite? Could be because Odd Family's not very strong. But I feel like if he's not good enough on the dirt, his ratings would be a lot lower because he's not in the blue. He's in the green. So, all things considered, this horse should be very strong.
The horses are in the gate.
Good start.
And away they go.
Gate rocket. Probably not ideal for a 6 furlong race, but we'll slow down and hopefully get back into a decent position. Okay, the only front runner is 6, so do with that as you please. Alright, we still managed to somehow sneak a 7. Don't think we should have, but that's alright. There's no way we go Revolution though. Yeah, I didn't think so. A little bit slow on the response side, but speed-wise not looking really like anything's going to challenge. And look at this turn of foot. Just in the blink of an eye, it puts 5-6 lengths on the field. Holy smokes. I mean, not the fastest time over the Eagle, but a decent time nonetheless. Especially after a performance last week. And it's going to be a Gallop World Series victory for Night Typhoon. The first of this year's crop. Nice, good win. Be interesting to see if his dirt stat actually decides to show up for us or not. Now we have Eggs and Pancakes, a fan favourite. I mean, a little bit of work to do here, as you can see. Like, a little bit of competition never hurt this one. As long as we can get a good race, get out the gate pretty solid, we should be in a pretty comfortable position coming home.
The horses are in the gate.
Perfect start.
And they're off. That was a great start.
I feel like we don't really need to do anything out the gate. I know last race we let him drop a little bit too far back in the field and that could have cost us, but we're switched on now. Where is Silly Love hiding? Oh, contesting for the lead. That actually suits us really, really well. I'm happy to sit 3 or 4 deep here because realistically if Silly Love gets boxed and we're in a good position, we can hold these horses to the fence. And like the one horse might swing out and give an inside run to Silly Love, but I feel like running out of position for the full race will take its toll.
Okay, this is
Well,
where the
for our
race
sake I hope
starts.
it does, that's for sure.
And they're in the home stretch.
Rightio, we're going to go at about 2-4, I think. Yeah. No revolution, but let's see this fight. We know we're a bit outclassed in this field, but Eggs and Pancakes doesn't shy away from that. Who's that out in front at the moment? Big Shark. We can definitely chase down Big Shark. Here comes the rest of the field though. Come on, Eggs. Finishing the money. 4th position. Interesting. Not a bad run. I'm not quite sure how we didn't get a revolution there, but the favourite didn't win. We bet the favourite home. The favourite ran second last. So. Spurt was an A and our positioning was S. I don't fully agree with that one, but that's okay. And yeah, we're the favourite over Faster Light, as we should be. 100 and something speed at this point, not sure, I've lost track. Welcome in,
It's a
Elite.
beautiful night for racing.
Your boy's doing well. He's been winning Group 1s, it's just that was a bit of a tall ask, I think. But he's got 3 or 4 years more
That was a great
before he
start.
needs to retire, so... Long way away from peak, pretty much, is the easiest way to say it. Oh, we don't want to be in a pack. I want to just keep these horses out wide, just for a little bit, so I can drop back and try and stay out of the pack. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the goal is with Eggs and Pancakes. I'm going to wait till about his 5 or 6-year-old season and then try and smash out some titles. Because he'll win the Dirt Gallop World Series title, like, pretty easily, even though he's not a dirt horse, because he'll have the stats to do it, but I'm not sure if we're going to smash out as many titles as we can outside of that, or if we're just going to focus heavily on, say, the GWS titles for him. But definitely excited to see how he ends up in the breeding barn. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure we've already got breeding sorted from last video, if I'm not mistaken, so that should be good. No 7 there, so we're not really going to care here. We're going to hit the front,
They're in the home stretch.
and we're going to just start rolling little bit by little bit. Now, where's Fast to Light at? Falling through this field, struggling to get out, still can't get out. Nah, so Fast to Light's race is pretty much over. And there we go. Nice, easy win. Very fortunate that Fast to Light got boxed, but not a heavy favourite. I don't really think it was going to matter that much. Look at that blaze. A beautiful full blaze. Again, on this track, an A for the spurt. And like the positioning I agree with, but the spurt I felt was pretty strong. If we went earlier, I feel like we would have gassed, but that's just me personally. Who knows? But both of our horses won their respective Gallop World Series races, so it's that time of year. Yeah, right. I think we're just going to click X, I think. How dare you didn't conceive? Okay, well, I can sort of live with that. I mean, she's had a lot of foals, and we're only breeding her to Ancient One to try and get rid of Ancient One. But Slick Bolt conceived with him, so... I mean, it's obviously not ideal, but it's better than our newer mares not conceiving. You're getting renamed. You don't fuck with me and expect to keep shit in my channel. Right, now that that's done. And we only have Sedate Ruler up, which is fantastic. Let's have a look at our other horses, how they've been going. You're developing, you're up to 86 speed, so that's good. You'll probably hit 90 soon, which is still strong. Mirror Magic's on the decline. I want to have a look at your stats. Yeah, 99 speed, 79 stam, 91 heart, 90 response. You're actually looking quite strong. Dirt rating still remains unknown, which I sort of expected. At this point, it's just like... I mean, realistically, we can run him in the Dublin Guineas or we can run him in that. I feel like we're just running the Guineas. Right, Moon Emperor. You're actually looking pretty good. I mean, we can try you over the 9 1/5 furlongs. And as for you, you're nearly ready for another appearance elsewhere. Right, let's have a look what I can actually run you in. Yeah, 10 furlongs, so we can pretty much... You're gonna be cranky by then, okay? Yeah, we'll run you in the Dublin Gold Cup then. You're running in the Queen's Mile. And you can run there. Perfect. As for Shaggy, I'm happy to just keep having him a break. He doesn't peg for another 2 years, so... As for everyone else, though, your stats haven't changed too much, which is good. Yeah, right, I think that's everything. The hardest part about when you're at this type of position, when you have a lot of horses, is trying to find races for the in-game horses to run in, because I don't know about how other people play it, but I personally try and always enter my Group 1 horses that are originals in the best Group 1s possible first.
The horses are on the track.
Because I feel like their progress and their ratings are more important than an in-game horse that I can get back at any point. Because realistically, you only get to run on each original once their racing career is over with. That's it. I guess you get to race them in the Dream Cup and that type of thing, but I feel like that's completely different. You don't get to change the evaluation or the classification of a horse through running the Dream Cup or anything like that. So I try and always smash out as many horse titles and that as I can with my originals, and like the better the original, the more titles I'm sort of inclined to try and reach for them, which is understandable. But I also don't want to waste time trying to win specific titles with the horse if there's not enough Group 1s with other horses as well. AC Sonic, run the emulator. Run the PS2 emulator for the PC. That's probably why it looks a little bit better than the standard native PS2 graphics. But been playing much 2003 Zombie lately, or you on a bit of a break at the moment? Yeah, on PC. Let's go skip away. We probably don't even need to use the whip anymore, we'll just use the reins. Nice easy victory. I didn't mean to whip, I accidentally fat fingered the controller. Whoopsie. You trying to remember if you've done anything since last stream? Last stream was a few days ago, so it's a possibility. Or you might have just had a break, which is perfectly reasonable as well. Radio Cherry Cup time with Wild Vegas. Another scary thing though is when you reintroduce broodmares that are in-game broodmares, because sometimes you can actually lose progress in your breeding lines. Very scary stuff. Like, it's a pretty easy field here for Wild Vegas. As long as we lead, we win. But yeah, if it was anything, it wasn't much. That's fair enough.
On the track.
I smashed through like a full year on my personal save file last night. and I got Wing Light, but I'm thinking of getting Love and Carol. I haven't tried him before. Generally, I never really was. I'd grind for like Wing Light, and then I'd stop grinding, and I'd just go back to racing the originals or like the in-game my horses that I actually wanted to focus on. But I think I might keep grinding to. I think you need 67 start. I'm up to like 65 in my second year. So I think I might just keep grinding to get that 67, and then pick up Loving Carol and try him out as an early game sire and see how it goes. Also thinking about trying to race and become the main jockey of Stern Liquor. So I haven't used him in an early game save fold. I only ever picked him up too late, and like, unfortunately, Stern Liquor's not a super sire. He passes on his stats, but he doesn't really pass on much more than that I've noticed. If anyone else had any luck, please feel free to send me some ideas. And I love picking him up every time he comes in the store anyway, so if he does come back through, I'll probably acquire him. Like I said, if we lead, we win here with Wild Vegas. Wasn't really the strongest field. That's okay. She'll try and win over the 10 furlongs in the GWS this year just to get her that extra title for a little bit of a boost. Yeah, Stone Liquor is a rough run in 03 as well. I feel like he's a really fun horse to race and a really interesting one. But as of like breeding, he appears way too early for you. Yeah, like he appears year 1. Like you can't even like request him. It's the same as Arctic Crop. You can't get him the first time he's in the game. And by the time he does come back, you've already got like Heartful Delight and stuff like that. I've tried using Arctic Crop in this playthrough, and again, didn't really get the results we were sort of looking for. But we do have Sandstorm up in the Azalea, looking good record wise. But let's see, who did we just race? Oh, no, duh, Freddy. Of course I know who we just raced. Sedate Ruler and Wild Vegas. I like Wild Vegas a lot. Like, I feel like she's a really strong horse. I feel like she's got good abilities. I feel like Dominate Not Good's really easy to breed out, especially because, like, Dominator, it just shows up so easily in lines. Like, Dominator. Like, you know? So... So I feel like she's probably better getting later because early game that Dominate Good or Good can pass on, but like it's not really that. It's not that hard to avoid. I feel like you can just not race so close together.
The horses are on the track.
158 and 2 over the 10 furlong trip on this track is actually mental.
And they're off. That was a great start.
Who's that outside of me? Ruby Dooby Doo. I always wanted to use Ruby Dooby Doo and just see what we could come up with breeding wise, but I never came around to it. We'll find out how this horse loves the rough. Whoa, 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 you sneaky snake. Grab hold, Ruby Dooby Doo. Ruby Dooby Dooby Doo, please go away. Honestly thought he took his horse to the fence, but then I see him trying to cruise up beside us and I was like, I ain't having none of that. Well, I guess I never told much about the Grandmaster's first foal. He's called King's Gambit, while a tiny bit weak on most stats. He's got 87 before his first race. It's still pretty impressive. so the early day comparison that
2 furlongs to
the
go.
Grandmeister's like a lot stronger. But do you reckon he could grow as strong or not quite? Because that's the interesting thing in the growth types. Like sometimes you'll be surprised and you think the horse is going to be super good, but then all of a sudden they hit like a weird growth spurt and they turn into a freak. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Yeah, 70 speed and 80 stab is still great. Yeah, of course. Like that's pretty much most of any decent horse starting speed in this game as well. Like if I have a horse and I want it to peak at 5, realistically, if I'm making like a dream horse, I want it to peak at anywhere from between 5 and 7. So then you get a heap like a long racing career, but ideal starting stats are anywhere between 70 and 80. Because you don't want to always win, that's boring. Like you want a little bit of a challenge early days, and then you just turn into this super like strong horse that nobody can beat. Rightio. Winner, chicken dinner. Let's try you in the Golden Derby. Probably not a good idea, but oh well. Cool. Something right up in the second cup. This will probably be the season that makes or breaks our breeding career with her, but we'll find out. More power crucially too, still not even 40. Yeah, low power can suck. Like, I don't think it's as bad as it is in this game. Like, I think like in 2003 you need a lot more power. In 04 you can get away with not having any, which I've proven a few times.
The horses are in the gate. And they're off. That was a great start.
I feel like the most important stats are speed, stamina. I feel like staying is not as important as people think it is. But then in saying that, it could be frustrating if you have a horse with 99 speed and they can only maintain 80. I feel like that'd be a bit of a waste, but... Yeah, for me, the most important stats are speed, stamina. That's really it. Like, I'm not too fussy. No power stacks if you're on a turf horse trying to race turf races. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think about what stats I feel like are important when I'm breeding horses. What I look for. Because, like, tempo I don't care about at all. Like, I don't care what you say. Like, as long as you're somewhat reasonable at getting out of the gate, I feel like it's easier on low tempo horses at 99 than it is with the slow ones. And sometimes they're just too slow.
2 furlongs to go.
But like, I don't have any issues with low tempo horses. Like, how dare you, and that whole line's fine. Pretty simple. Just get them to the front. Don't touch them too much. Just let them run their race. Turn for home, give them a tap on the whip and let them go.
We have a winner.
If you try and fight them, then yeah, that's where you get your issues. But generally, I'm pretty lucky. Most of my horses that have low tempo are front runners. So as long as you A, get them out of the gate, and B, settle them, they win their races pretty comfortably. Like, obviously there's arguments that tempo can coincide to other things, but I haven't noticed it personally. Yeah, well, exactly. Exact Games passes on low tempo as well, and I haven't had any issue with any of his babies, and like, I raced him pretty well,
Are on the track.
and I didn't have any issues with him as a racehorse either, so
The horses are in the gate.
I don't know, maybe it's a skill gap. But again, in saying that, it's probably different for each person too. Like, some people like the quiet, easy ones, and they're suited to running mid-pack and that type of thing, and some people are more suited towards high-tempered horses and trying to tame them. I don't know, I feel like I'm pretty an all-round player when it comes to this game. Like, I'm pretty versatile. Like, I can go from running a front runner last race to then running at the back of the pack of this race, for example, like just little things like that. I think guts is overrated as a stat. There's a period I created now Ultimate Fan starts. That was interesting. That's kind of impressive.
5 furlongs to go.
I had polish beat on this save file on my PlayStation 2 save file. I tried him as a sire and I went 20 for 20 with him as a racehorse,
The race is won.
and I had no issues with his starting gauge. And he was like 7-10 for his whole life. So I feel like 2003 is a lot harder though. So that's more impressive.
And they're in the home stretch.
Like, for example, Shuggy Oogie, he's not the easiest horse to deal with temper-wise either. His knee was pretty fast. And we were doing okay there last round. We messed up the one race we needed, but
We have a winner.
I'm no pro at 2003. I've always admitted that 2004 is my home. Like in 03 with polish beating, when you hit the buttons, the needle basically bounces into the bad areas. Yeah, exactly. And it just flies back to perfect. Right, we're all on the board. We're doing well so far. Let's have a look. I feel like braking is pointless. I've had horses with 99 braking that can't outsprint an AI. I feel like heart's really important and response. They're really, 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 really good statistics to have. Feel, like again, like for example, Eggs and Pancakes has 37 feel and 37 braking, but we do fine. You know, like what other horses, for example, Royal Fox, low braking, low temper, but front runner, leads every race. Like, I just feel like Sandstorm, for example, feels 20. We haven't dropped a race with him. Like, it's just not gotta, but it helps. Yeah, true. Like on the shorter trips, but I feel like the AIs are just gonna launch. If they want to launch, they're just gonna launch, you know? And once they get that in there, that's... You can't run 12. No, you can't. So when's your next race? Platinum. Right, so we need a full race for you. Which we're up to here. That would be your fill race. And sometimes it's a detriment if you're a back runner. Exactamundo. You know how annoying it is to have a horse that has like 90 braking and you're meant to finish it like be at the back of the field? Like obviously you do because you play this game and we all experience these problems together. But I find it so like frustrating. I mean, I could put you in that, but are you near your peak? Nowhere near it. How far can you make? 12. Perfect. Had a 99 braking closer once. Wow, that would be frustrating. I can't say I've had that. That just seems ludicrous. Like, why? Why would the game do that to you? That's frustrating, if anything. Right, let's just double check we haven't got any horses double booked. Perfect. Perfect. Rightio, let's just go enjoy some racing. I'd be breeding that horse with 99 braking to a front runner. Wonder why on the line and just the braking stack got passed. Yep, that makes sense now. feel like
The
the
horses
breeding in
are
03
on
is
the
more
track.
meticulous to the point where sometimes it would just pick a random statistic to pass
In the
on.
gate.
We'll be like, oh, this horse, you get 99 speed.
Great start.
I really want to get pushing sense on this so far. Apparently he just is a speed freak for breeding. Muru is definitely trying to fight for the lead here, but Illusion's not going to hand it up easily, buddy. You feel confident with first gen horses in 03? How so? Is there a particular bunch of horses that you know enough about?
Okay.
So your first gen crosses are safe and you feel really comfortable with those, but then once you start interbreeding like different lines and families, that's where you can start to get a bit close to struggling. I don't know, I feel like it's luck. Like I've had a lot of luck on this so far, I'll admit. Like we're getting 4th, 5th, 6th generation originals that are perfect matches. Like that doesn't happen every day. Just feel like you know what you're doing there. Yeah. That's just through playing the game and having that experience. Like you can get that taken off you, you know. That's why I like to say that when it comes to 04, I feel like I'm one of the most mechanical bound players because just my knowledge of being able to observe a horse or a line and be able to try and pick the right horse to flow through. I don't know. I feel like I do a really good job to get the perfect matches going through. I mean, I'm nowhere near the best breeder in the game. Black Horse and Spyro Chick, they had some freaks, but I've seen some photos of other people that have absolute monsters as well, so you just gotta play it by ear. I can't remember where this horse wants to run. I know it's not the front. I'm pretty sure it's not the front. Even though it should be the front. How's this horse not a front runner?
The horses are on the track.
If we lose this race, I'm not really too phased about it.
Are in the gate.
Because most of these horses won't make it to the breeding barn because they're fast growth types.
And away they go.
We might just put them in for their to find out what their stats were and that type of thing, or find out like how much their sire cost would be. Sometimes that's just interesting enough in itself. But fast growth type horses are not my forte. Don't get me wrong, they're fun to race with, but the fun wears out very fast when they're starting to go downhill very rapidly. This horse has me stumped.
This is where the race is won.
Not to the point of the others, but like...
Two furlongs to go.
I mean, Shark Lurker is probably going to bounce on us here just because of our race, but I'd really like to know where we're meant to be running. I'm happy with second from that run. See what I mean? Like, slow start, but start with a D, positioning was a D, spurt was a C, and we still ran second. Like, I feel like after a certain amount of starts, it should automatically unlock. It would be interesting to see if you play on easy, the original stats unlock quicker. Because I haven't played on easy in a long time, but
The horses are in the gate. And they're off. That was
yeah, Marie, potentially get better foals on hard mode, is that true? Apparently, yeah, it says in the manual that you do. Like in the actual manual that comes with like the hard copy of the PS2. it specifically says playing on hard mode, and when you're doing the school, when you're first choosing your difficulty, it says down under the thing, lets you race the best horses and whatnot. And I feel like in this save file I've had a lot of strong horses. But like, if you don't want to grind to 99, you can just do what I'm doing in my personal save file, and I'm just playing on easy, getting revolutions, leveling up, and then once I get all the horses that I want, I'll just go back to hard for breeding, because at the moment I don't have anything in my breeding barn that I want super high quality anyway. So I'm just playing on easy to get through to the horses I want to unlock. And then once that's done, I'll go back to hard. Because I just play it to have fun. Like, I don't care about my difficulty level. Like I do when it comes to breeding, of course. Like, that makes a world of difference. If I'm getting better horses just by what difficulty I'm playing, and I'm playing on hard. No regrets whatsoever. If there wasn't a if there wasn't a boost for playing on hard with foals, I'm playing on easy. Like, I'm having fun. I'm sitting back, I'm kicking back. Not that hard is super challenging once you get a hang of it. But again, it's more about having fun. Like, if you want better originals, play on hard. If you want to have fun and win races and level up, play on easy. If you want to mix of both, play on normal. I don't know, like, it all comes down to who you are as a person and what you want to achieve out of it. As long as you don't play on hard and then find a way to make an excuse every 2 seconds of why you're not playing well, I just live life and learn and move on.
The horses are in the gate. And they're off. That was a great start.
I play on hard on O3 because a strong game horse is going to give you a challenge. And that's what you want though, isn't it? Like, I understand, like, some people play just to have some fun, which I do off stream. Like, I couldn't care about challenge because I feel like I've accomplished most of what there is to do on hard. The only thing we haven't done in this stream file is win a horse title with every horse. We'll do that eventually. That's a goal coming through. We just need to find the right horse. If it happens to be happy playing, it happens to be happy playing. Like, I don't care.
They are midway down the back.
You guys think I'm meticulous when it comes to my race planning with like a heap of horses? You should see how meticulous my race planning is when it comes to doing one horse, all titles. I think I'll drive some of you batty. So Marie, when are you getting your laptop fixed, by the way? Because it's like, you streaming sounds like really fun right about now. Australian time zone, so I could watch. Just sounds too good. Too good to be true. Yeah. Like, I love Gallop Racer so much last night. When I was playing my personal save, I was watching a Twitch stream from 7 months ago of a guy who was playing 99 on the PS1 on an emulator, and he played it completely different to the rest of us. Like, he did no breeding. He had a couple of originals here and there, but I missed the other streams because they were like 5 or 6 hours long and I just wanted to watch something. And yeah, so he just he's a video game completionist, so he just plays to complete games, and he was trying to get the credits, and he ended up winning the Paris Cup with Warm Star, which I feel like is a pretty challenging thing in itself. I don't know what difficulty he was playing on or anything like that, but it was definitely a grind to watch. But I found it quite enjoyable watching it from a different gaming perspective. Like, instead of just playing it like we do to keep playing and have fun and breed horses, it was good to see it from a perspective of, oh, I don't care about breeding, I'm just going to have fun and do some awesome races, you know. Nagano, that's fine. We'll come back to you. Come back to you too. I'm gonna come back to the rest of those horses because I feel like at the moment you don't really need to run them. Yep, cool. I gotta get it fixed as soon as possible because of my diploma starting next month, so it will be very soon. Are you gonna have time to stream and work outside of? How do you even find the time for that? Yeah, Murray, what would you be playing? I feel like she's more a 2004 gal, but who knows? She might be streaming a bit of everything like me. I just find it hard to stream 2003 because, like, there's less of an audience for it, and the stream sort of dies very quickly. Like, take the last split stream we did. We did Gallop Racer 2003 first, which was the better time slot for people because it's more active and whatnot generally towards the start of the stream compared to the end, which has been opposite the last couple of streams. So I don't know what I'm really talking about now, but it was very quiet. And then once people realised that we'd switched over to 04, it was popping. I don't know if that's just a personality thing or if it's because later into the night streams are more entertaining. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. 2003 is like a game that I can play for a little bit, but I feel like I wear myself out faster playing that game than this game, even though this one's probably more hands-on. My brain's very backwards. Like, as a kid, I used to sit on this game for like 12 to 14 hours a day. I'd wake up at like 8 o'clock on a Saturday or a Sunday, and if I didn't have sport or something, I'd just play it, just like do the housework in between and that type of thing, but like wake up, jump on the game, play for a couple of hours, do the housework, have lunch, play until tea, have tea, jump back on after tea, just play and play and play and play. For sure. Don't worry, zombie. I'll play some 2003 when I get some time. Just there's some things on the channel at the moment for 04 that I want to get through. Like, I know for a fact that once we hit year 42, we can start resetting the shop because I've tested it, and I want to buy those horses that we've never raced on and be playing different things that we haven't tried before and that type of thing, you know? Especially for like some of you guys, because I know that some people haven't seen like Whirlwind or Happy Plane or Cam's Crown or a heap of other horses, to name it just a few, like J-Ho, like, you know? Don't force it. No, it's not forcing it. I won't play anything that I don't want to play on stream. And I've made that very vocal. And you have time, no worries. Awesome. Can't wait for it. Are you going to start a new save file, or are you just going to play one of your save files you've already got going? Because I don't mind either way.
5 furlongs to go.
Speed Demon popping. Smog, Gallop Racer 06 is the best. Hard disagree, but each to their own. I have played it. No, not really my forte. Like I'm a sucker for pain, and I like to race 30 horses at a time, where you can only race one in 06, and I feel like that's a little bit out of my comfort zone. I like to be hands-on and mentally strained for multiple hours at a time. Aztec is just bolting. Absolute bolting. I don't know what I'm going to do with Nala, because I want to pass on that speed demon to another horse, but unfortunately the horses that we've passed it on to aren't anywhere near as good as she was. It's like, this horse is very good, don't get me wrong, but fast growth type, stats unknown, obviously has group 1 ability, but sometimes that just doesn't cut it. You know, like, yeah. Alright, what do we got? I don't know, I'd probably prefer to play on my current. It's only year 10 and at least I've got the breeding barn going, etc., so it won't be grindy and annoying to get to the point of breeding. Yeah, no, that sounds good to me too. Okay, ooh, we've got progress with Royal Fox, ladies and gentlemen. 99 stamina still, and it's gone down 2. So far 101 stamina for Royal Fox. Moon Emperor is up to 82 speed. I don't want anyone in the Mirage. I've got nobody in the freeway. Cool. Let's go. I feel like I could do some decent shouting of 03 just because I'm very experienced with the game. I'd love to watch you play 03 Zombie. Like, it's the same reason I like to watch Roman. Like, he knows enough about the game, and he knows about the lineage of like the in-game horses and stuff. You can see that he's taken his time to go through, watch and learn the game, play it through, play it his way, but like still enough where you know what's going on. Like, I wouldn't have ever thought of buying like a heap of free horses just to save money and that type of thing. Like, I'm too lazy for that. I just race and race and race, you know. And like, just the amount of detail that Roman puts into his description of his video, he goes through any timestamps, all the group 1s and like the specific races, so people can come in and just say they've only got 10 minutes to watch a video, because he does 2-hour videos. You can go through and watch all the group 1s, see what titles he won, and it's really entertaining. Like, I really do enjoy the way he's done it. I personally just will watch the 2 hours and use the iPhone double tap to skip forward 30 seconds here and there. But I just like the fact that he's so committed to creating good content, just not for himself but for everyone. Like, I'm a bit more lazy than him. Like, I'll just live stream and I'll just have the live stream left on YouTube. But I don't record and upload, because like, I feel like live stream is just more energetic and more sociable. Yeah, Roman gives great content, yeah, and like, you can't fault people that are trying their hardest. Like, if people are giving it a decent crack, then get behind them. As long as they deserve the support, of course. Because obviously not everyone does, but... like I've said, I'm always happy to help anyone. If anyone ever needs help with anything, like setting up an emulator, discussing what software I use or anything like that, my DMs are always open. Like, chat here as well. If you've got any questions, feel free to just drop it in chat. Like, I'm really easygoing, so. And again, like, if it's a confidence thing, for example, and you're a little bit shy, like, that's perfectly fine too. I'm not an extroverted person at all. I like to keep to myself and whatnot, but I wanted to do this just not so I can look back over the years when this game is like 50 years old and look at the progress I made with you guys and enjoy the journey and have all these awesome horses saved on YouTube I can watch back, but also so I can interact with each and every one of you, you know, like we've come a long way. I mean, we've still got some growing to do, but I'm realistic when it comes to my expectations for this channel. I know that we're not going to become a multi-million subscriber channel because that's just not what this channel is about. I know the revenue and the positioning of the games that I play, and I'm happy to just get that content out, and I hope you guys feel the same way. I know that there's not going to ever be 4,000 people in my live stream watching me play Gallop Racer. I don't expect there to be, and it's not about the numbers either. I just want to keep this game going, and the only way to do that is by bringing new people into the community, keeping the old ones there when they get burnt out, because this game can burn you out, and just remind some people that there's more to the world than life, you know? So if you ever need a hand with anything, or you want to set up and you feel like you want to stream but you don't want to talk, just upload or stream the gameplay. Just upload the gameplay. Honestly, I would sit there and I would watch just gameplay of Gallop Racer, because then like I can just sit there, enjoy it. I don't have to pay super close attention as well. If I started streaming, I'd have to do it through the PS2. It's where all my save files are at, and I'd probably do 06 as well, since there are so few people doing it. Smog, more power to you. If you need a capture device for the PS2, I could probably try and find my old one that was laying about. I mean, it would take a little bit of effort and organisation, but if it was something you're serious about and you wanted to give it a crack, like, I'm not really using it at the moment because I don't really stream anything off the PS2 anymore. You can't really stream it off the PS2, you can record it. I'm not sure even how you go about streaming off a PlayStation 2. Because the capture card that I have was an Elgato, and that was purely for recording. But yeah, like, it definitely, like, if you ever need a hand with anything and that type of thing. Otherwise we'd have to get an emulator and start a new save file. I mean, there's nothing wrong with starting a new save file. I'm a big backer of starting a fresh save file, or like a fresher save file. Like, I don't mind if you could do the offline grinding to get the money and the horses unlocked and all the races and all that unlocked. Like, that's fine by me. Like, use the cheat horse that you use at the start to unlock what you need to unlock for your originals. But like, I don't mind one bit. At the end of the day, as long as there's something for me to focus on, build with, like, build in the community with, like, for example, on 06 you can breed one horse at a time, so you start a line, right? And then you start the line out with your horse, you name it something, and then you do like a poll of what like the next partnership should be, or the next name, and let them put names in. And that's how you get the community rolling and the like activity community rolling.
And they're in the home stretch.
I just started a new one the other day, and my first horse I bred was a white horse. Well, there you go, there's your save file. It doesn't have to be a brand new save file, you know? But like, if you want to, of course. I did on this channel, and look where we are, 83 episodes deep and probably about 150 hours into the game. Probably a bit more, if I'm being honest. If I streamed, I would do a new save file just because I think it's neat seeing it from the start. Yeah. That's sort of why I did it this way with this one, because like I didn't have a save file that was at that point. My other one was about 20 years deep or so. And I wanted to A, build from the start, and so I can look back and see where we started. But also, in saying that, as we get 2 horse titles with Royal Fox back to back, now I can look back at it and go, oh, look at this horse that came from these horses. You know, like, look, all the way back. And plus everyone has an early game approach. Yeah, they do. Like, everyone's different. Eclipse is on her way down. Wait, you're telling me you raced here and it's going to take you until here to be okay? Well, you're racing in the green again then, because I don't have time to wait for you to get back into condition. Racing the New York Derby, why not? Good morning, Kaz, how are you doing? I wish the pedigree thing went further back than just 4 gens. It should let you see the entire pedigree all the way back to the in-game horses they came from. I agree. It would have been really nice to be able to go back and actually trace it through, but front runner only turf for illusion, okay. Like, for example, Roman got a few late growth horses earlier. Meanwhile, I try to get a very good horse quickly and don't mind rotating horses in and out quickly. Yeah, like, I'm sort of similar to you, more so than, like, I don't mind long growth types once I have my originals and whatnot. But for horses that I don't see myself breeding with, yeah, I sort of stray away from long growth type horses if they're not horses that I will generally see myself, like, using for that exact reason. Because it's a lot of commitment, you know. Monday morning work, I just want to crawl back into bed. Oh, don't worry, I feel you there. That was me this morning when I woke up. Oh, you finally told me where you want to run. Thank you. I like the long growth type horses for title collecting. Yeah, that makes sense. God, all this talk has made me more tempted than ever. You just, like, I'm not trying to force you on anything you don't want to do, but bite the bullet. You're either going to regret doing it and you don't do it again, or you're going to love it and you're going to wonder why it took you so long to start. Because that's what it comes down to, really. It's like, once you start and you realize that there's not really anything too frightening about it, like, yes, you're talking to random people online and whatnot, but once you sort of realize that they're more comfort and they're friendly and they're there to help you and support you, it makes everything so much more easy. 7 to unknown, probably 7 to 14. And you're a turf horse, which is funny enough. Hello again, Elite. How are you doing? But yeah, sometimes you're better off just biting the bullet and seeing where it leads you. Because you never know where it could take you. And we are the favourite here against Frugal Luck. That's the interesting thing about Wild Vegas. It's like he still gets favoritism over early game Frugal Luck. I'm guessing elite because you're hearing the stream. That would be my guess. But in saying that, you normally watch me while you're in class, but that's only between you and me, remember? I just gotta pick up from school. Perfect start here with Wild Vegas. Let's see if we can get an easier lead than we got the other day. That was frustrating. Martial arts always there to be a hindrance in the filly races. Can you please just slow down? I don't want to do this for a while. I might have to figure out how to use an emulator in the game on PC before I try and figure out all that out. It's honestly a lot easier once you have the emulator set up than what you would think. It's a bit of a challenge setting up the emulator if you haven't done it previously, because you need a PlayStation 2 BIOS, which as long as you have a PS2, it's quite easy to do, wink wink. But once you've got it set up, it's there forever. Like, the PS2 emulator doesn't update or anything like that, so you will never have to worry about an update corrupting your save files or anything like that. And then as for the recording side of it, you just run a background screen capture and Bob's your uncle.
And they're in the home stretch.
You really have to get back into playing, Kaz? Yeah, I wanna get you back into it, but you're a bit busier than I am at the moment, I feel like. That sounded like a foreign language to me. It was a foreign language to me too before I started studying into this stuff, and then it just becomes second knowledge. Someone somewhere in this Discord or in this group would have a Google Drive for you to access all the files and download them safely, I reckon. I don't know how to set up a Google Drive, otherwise I would. Yeah, just busy with the little one, as to be expected though, mate. And between babysitting your actual baby and babysitting that other one, you had your hands full, eh?
The horses are in the gate. And away they go. A great start.
You might have a drive for them. Well, there you go. See, like, if you don't ask, you don't know. Like, sometimes some people get caught up on the how or the why and just are too scared to just ask. If you just come out and ask, you never know what your answer might be. You might get a no, like, and then you're like, okay, I tried. Or things might go the complete opposite direction, you get a yes. Like, hey guys, anyone able to help me download the PS2 emulator? You might have 3 or 4 answers within the next 3 hours. Or they might be able to link you to a video that you can watch if you want to figure it out for yourself, you know? There are definitely options out there. I just remember downloading it all the way back when I started watching Jen. When I found Jen on YouTube years and years ago, before she even started talking on YouTube. Because she was playing on an emulator and it looked amazing. And I knew I had to get an emulator. No 4 to 5 answers in 5 minutes. Yeah, exactly right. But Good to have you in again, Rage. How you been? But that's the community that I want to build. I don't give a flying fuck about anyone else's. If you're in my community, this is the type of people that I like. The people that will go out of their way to help another person. Not because they're getting something out of it, just because it's the right thing to do. Because I know for a fact that there's a lot of people in this chat right now that have my back. So I'm always going to be there when they need me. And I know it's hard with time zones and stuff like that, but what will be, will be. If it takes a couple of hours for me to respond, then I'll be there. Just wasn't chatting? That's fair enough. Just sit back and enjoy the content, big fella. What have you been up to anyway? You been busy? How's life? What's news and what's gossip? I think emulation seems daunting at first, but I think I've done it enough. I'm pretty confident. Yeah, I feel like I'm at that point now too. Like everything with it, when you're first looking at it, like you hear a lot of words and stuff, and it's just like, what does all this mean? But then once you sort of get your head around it, it's a lot easier. The PS3 one was a little bit interesting. I will say that was very interesting to set up Champion Jockey, but the worst one was actually the Switch emulator. Now that was a challenge.
Show your guts.
And Eclipse is going to get another revolution.
We're 2 furlongs to go.
Let's see if she can break Winglight's record. She's definitely faster than Winglight. DS and GBA emulators are a dream. I haven't ran too many of those. I was going to run a emulator for like Pokemon, but then I just didn't. They just run basically. I see. Yep, we broke Winglight's record. Nice. Not a damn thing going on in life for me. It's just eat, sleep, go work, and then back home on repeat. Yep, been there, done that. Finally got the leg tight for that horse. What was it? What was it? Don't tell me it was like mid-pack or something ridiculous.
The horses are on the track.
The anticipation is building, Marie. What was it?
Are in the gate.
Been waiting for like a week.
And they're off. That was a beautiful start.
Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. How can you speak too soon? No. You can't leave us on a cliffhanger like that. You got a 7 for middle, so I was like, oh my god, finally. You crowed too early. What the hell? But the position rating was an A. You can get an A positioning running the positioning when you're in the right position is an A, but then based on the rest of your races, it can go up or down.
This is where the race is won.
Hopefully the game just tells you after the race.
And they're in the home stretch.
When we went a little bit too early and then too late, we're gonna run money, but that's on me. Wait, Vast Delight was in this field, but Clever Vivid Cat was the favourite? What the fuck? We're going to run second. That's still a good run. Vast Delight's not an easy horse to beat. Why Vast Delight was in the Gold Cup is interesting enough. I can have a front run in the lead and still get an A position. Yeah, I've had a few of those. Another title, another horse. Rightio, what are we scooping with here? Sandstorm. Your stats aren't too bad, except for the fact you can't run 12 furlongs. Rough Monster, and then the Texas Cowboy. Hee-haw! Little doggy. Ignore that. I mean, realistically, what am I looking for? I mean, yeah, like your stats are nowhere near peak. Try another 3 years, 4 years. Colt, what are you on about? Tommy, how you doing? Rage, what are you on about? Oh, me trying to be a cowboy? That's not really bigoted. You know that cowboys aren't race specific, right?
The horses are in the gate. Go.
Yeah, fair enough. You made me laugh. I was like, what are you on about? But everyone's in here. How we going? How's things, Tommy? Those who laugh last laugh more. Something that a girl I work with would say stuff like that. I see. She's rubbing off on you. I see. Not great blue, but we do what we can. Well, if you need a message, man, feel free. The DMs are open. More like mocking her? Okay, I see. Sure, right. Yeah, mocking her, wink, wink.
5 furlongs to go.
That's what they all say.
Okay, this is.
Do you reckon we can get the Sleepy Revolution? Two sevens and still no leg type.
And they're in the home stretch.
We did get the Sleepies, let's go. Haven't had the Sleepies in a while. Where did you run the horse, Marie? And how was the start? Been to a couple of weeks, but doing what I can. Well, you're not alone, man. And like I said, if you ever need anything, chuck me a message. And I'll see what I can do. Know if that'll win there for Sandstorm. Marie, did you have a perfect start? Or a bad start? Last place, double S start, won the race, didn't use last corner leader. Appreciate that, I'm good otherwise, so. No, that's alright. You don't know when someone will take you up on your offer just to have a chat. So. Oh, I played double Esther won the race, didn't use last corner leader. Okay,
The horses are in the gate.
yeah, well, good luck, Murphy, is all I'm going to say.
Great start.
Have it like a near green start, like nearly a bad start, but not quite a bad start. Go straight back to last, settle back, don't make a move at all, and whip it about 2.6 furlongs. No driving, just whip. 2.6 would be my guess with that horse. Sure, the horse wants to race towards the back, but I race her early time and leave it more than the aim. Maybe try running her up one position. How's Eggs and Pancakes doing? I watched the Gutsy race that he ran. Yeah, he's doing well. He's found some hard races the last few starts. He just ran second of last to Light, but he put in a strong performance. He was only meant to run top 3 and ran second. And the start before that, he was running up against horses with like 90 speed and he's only got like 60 and he's still bound to the wire. So he's doing well. I'm actually really excited with the way he's going and he will be a freak.
2 furlongs to go.
I've seen some of his end game stats and he's definitely a freak. He's just in his growth period at the moment. But he'll be around in the videos for a long time to come. We've probably got another 3 to 4, maybe 5 years. No, 5 years is too much. Yeah, another 4 years of racing in him. Yeah, he's a late bloomer. He peaks at like 7. So, he can race up until 8. Rightio. Short price favourite here for the Cowboy.
The horses are on the track.
Speaking of tender value, we need to get him back for Wing Light.
The horses are in the gate. And they're off. That was a great start.
I have a question for you guys. Is there anything I do with my play style at any time where it frustrates you, or I do anything that like nitpicks at you? Like, let me know. I've always been interested to see if like any of you guys pick up on any of my traits or the way I play, because I pick up certain traits about certain different people when I watch them. I don't know if that's just a me thing. I've always been curious about that. Flimsy Shield 2.0. Nah, he's an Eggs and Pancakes Volume 1.
This is where the race is won.
Putting him in the same category as Flimsy Shield is like an insult. That's how good he will be.
And they're in the home stretch.
Not racing enough horses. Look, I can get more next year. We're nearly there. I don't know how you guys are going to deal with if I have like 50 horses.
Amazing burst of speed.
The only thing I've noticed is the speed reading. Yeah, I love my horses with speed.
We have a winner.
Talking about when you get Flimsy Shield stat again. Yeah, right. You're a confident jockey? I try to be. Yeah, a little bit too over. Oh, I speed read, like I read text fast. Yeah. Yeah, I do that, I will admit. I'll just look through and be like, yep, done. I've always so Frank's happy again. But I tip it though. You've read all the horse's stats before I've even processed what the horse's name is. Yeah, right. So, say for example here with like special pool, are we talking about these stats or are we talking about like when I buy horses? Shows your experience and knowledge of the game. Oh, thank you. This is a busy week. All of the above. Yeah, right. I'm guessing it's the same when I'm trying to do my breeding. Ooh, 5-star. Even scrolling through new babies, it's like boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like me. Just read faster, Marie. Ah, lovely. Shit, what did it look like? You cracked me up. Yeah, like as you can see here with eggs and pancakes, Marie. If you look over on the bottom side of the screen, down the bottom right, you can see that the current trajectory is on a huge upslope at about a nice 45-degree angle, peaking at roughly about 7 years old. Is that better, Marie? Like most people that I hate that I watch playing usually hate being on the inside of horses. On the fear of being blocked. Like, yeah, I don't get too scared about getting blocked because I feel like I can navigate through. What am I doing with you? The dirt. Apparently I'm winning the dirt with you? What? Why am I winning the dirt with you? But I don't seem bothered by it. Well, that's nice. I could put you in that. Yep. Monsoon season and winner's version. That's a throwback. What are we doing with this horse? Has good stats across the board. Okay, we'll run the Long Beach Cup. As for, we'll get this week out of the way and make sure we don't have a horse for the sprint race here. I mean, Shuggy hasn't raced in a while. We could put Shuggy in the mile. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, you two can have a little bit of a break now after this week. Alright, let's go. We've got a lot of races to get through. This isn't blue related, but I hate when the game puts you in the outside store in a sprint race where almost everyone is a front runner and you're stuck on the outside the whole race. Yep. And then when you finally hit the front, if you have like a perfect start and whatnot, you'll try and settle because you've obviously gone super hard out of the gate. And then like the 14th favourite will race up down the outside and try and overtake you and fight you the whole race. It's fun. I mean, I feel like Odd Family's beatable here, I'll be honest.
The horses are on the track.
Do you mean like that, Marie? How I just like skimmed over Odd Family's stats?
The horses are in the gate.
Well, that's not a perfect start.
And away they
That's
go.
all. Come on, Shaggy. To the front. We want to sing that song, you know the one? The one that makes us go all night long? That one? Doom, doom, doom. Slowly. Perfect. Alright. Let me just check on the Discord. Because I tried tonight to promote in the Gallop Racer Discord as well. See if any people that haven't been to the streams or that before could actually join on in, but
Okay, this is where the race is won. And they're in the home stretch.
rightio, come on Shuggy. Come on Shaggy, keep fighting.
Show your guts.
Just that not being able to get a perfect start there cost us that race, unfortunately. Yeah. And racing on rough, he doesn't like the rough, so yikes. Or when a jock rides a long shot, horse miles different from their preferred running style. Yep. Agreed. Now for some reason it's like 2 or 3 procedures just all of a sudden just decide the pace isn't fast enough and just shoot to the front.
Are on the track.
You're like Kath here, speed reading from Kath and Kim. Wait, look at me. Look at me. Look at me, Kimmy. Look at me.
The horses are in the gate. And away they go.
Grab a hold. Or you get DQ'd for traversing a horse and shot to win. No, even my favourite. You get DQ'd for traversing a horse when a horse traversed on you, so you had to try and change your running line. So then you get DQ'd even though the horse in front of you doesn't. That's my old time fave. Playing champion jockey right now in the race I'm running in right now. It's snowing.
This is where the race is won.
That's pretty cool. That part. I feel like we've all been there with that part, Tommy. We've all been there. It's just a kick in the teeth, because like, I'm just trying to run.
2 furlongs to go.
Right. Say goodnight to a Mirror Magic.
An amazing burst of speed.
You're playing as well. That would explain why you're about to acquire Golden Monster.
We have a winner.
Just do it to prove that she's a good broodmare, please. Just, please. Oh, that's a throwback, eh, Marie? That's the plan. You and I think alike. Oh, when the AI block you in the stretch, completely stopping your momentum, but they don't get an inquiry. Yeah, we literally lost Fairy Bolt's only race from that happening.
The
One
horses
race we lost
are
with
on
Fairy
the
Bolt
track.
was exactly that.
The horses are in the gate.
Happens to me all the time.
That was a great start.
But like, as bad as that is though, alright, like I don't absolutely hate it. Like, it is frustrating, and like it obviously would happen in real life. Like, obviously probably not as often as it happens in a game, because it's a game and it's a simulated environment and whatnot, right? Boom, she's mine now, set a record. Nice. But like, this is meant to be a horse racing simulator. if you're fall back the pegs or fall back the running rail, which it is in this game because it's not a harness racing game and we have pegs, they have rails. Anyway, if you're fall back the rails and there's 4 horses in front of you and there's no rough, the 3 horses in front of you aren't going to move off the rail to give you a free run at winning the race. No, they're going to just hold their spot and then come out when they can or when they seem fit. A horse isn't just going to move out of your way because you want it to. That's Alice in Wonderland type of delusion right there, you know? My favourite is 03 when the front of the field is like 8-10 wide at a hot wide pace and you get a bad position and it's like, I can't go any faster. Exactly. And then you look like that you'll lose the race, but they can run stupidly crazy and still finish off. I like the name Spiritual Wolf. It's a very hard name to say because I do stutter a lot of my S words. Spiritual. Oh, yuck. Even saying it like that makes me queasy. Guys, now I'm a little late. Been out with the doggo. He's been enjoying the frost. No, Abigail. Anytime you are in, that is certainly welcome. And we set a record. Nice. After we retire a few of these horses, we're going to have to redo the dream race between our own horses. Right, Aztec is the favourite here, as you'd sort of expect. It's right, but when you have a gap to shoot and about to run through it, and then the AI halted my momentum, in real life that could have been an inquiry. Yeah, I agree that could be an inquiry, of course, but like, if you've got a gap to shoot and you shoot it and they block it, yeah, that's an inquiry every day of the week, but I'm talking about more the ones where there's no gap, you know? If there's no gap at all and you've just been boxed in the whole race, I'm like, yeah, they're not going to move. I'm not moving. If I'm driving in a race, right, and I'm on a favourite and I'm leading the field and there's something, the second favourite's on my back and there's a horse on its outside, I'm not going to go early and let him out. I'm just going to hold on and time my run later. If I get out sprinted down the straight, I get out sprinted down the straight. But if he can't get out behind me, I'm not going to let him out. Like, in that case, find a way around. Exactly, yeah. And of course, if it sets a record, he's a beast. We've got a few foxes going around that are pretty good at the moment. Royal Fox, Illusion Fox. No, you hold the box in and then go late and sink the W. Exactly. Exactly right. No point giving up my advantage. It took me a while to sort of learn that when I was driving. That it's a little bit different. There's a lot more tactics of horse racing than people sort of assume. Right, let's go. I think Aztec should be too strong here. I mean, Speed Demon just absolutely makes things like a cakewalk, but... Definitely did. Nice, easy win. Awesome. We've still got a few more races left to get through. We're not the favourite here in the Derby. Interesting. The stats are pretty much similar, but he's probably in better condition, so.
The horses are on the track.
What I like is in racing when they show the replay and get into the nitty gritty of horse racing positions and tactics. Yeah, it's not like when we do our junior driver like classes and whatnot that we have to do. We go through form and we have to like go through the form and try and identify how we think the race is going to be run, and then watch it back and then actually like determine at what points we were right and what points changed. Like the thing is in horse racing, a split second thing can change the whole race. Like for example, me leading here, for example. Say for example, the favourite was a front runner or a horse that was strong in front and it made a mid-race move. Now after we've settled the pace, are we better to try and challenge for that front position, or do we hold on, take a sit and then out sprint the favourite late because they've done that little bit of extra work, or do we sort of just play a game of chance? You don't know. Sometimes it's better off just trying to play it patiently. Now speaking of which, where is the favourite? Like all the way back there. Realistically, these horses are going to fan about 6 and 7 wide back there. Wouldn't that depend on the horse's feel rating, Blue? In a game sense, yes, but in real life, you're going off your own feel. Like each horse can have two moods. Like a racehorse won't always race the same. Like it's a common misconception that once a great horse is a great horse, they'll just run the best they can run every race. That's not entirely true. There's some really good horses out there that can have really bad runs. Oh, we're talking about, yeah, we're talking about real life. But yeah, I was just using this as like an example. But yeah, like there's some horses that were really strong race horses, but like the jockeys and the drivers come off the track and be like, this horse went terrible. It might have beat the field it was in quite comfortably, but that does not mean it was a good race for that horse. They need to make a new game, but they won't, because Winning Post is more popular over in Japan. So they'll probably just stick to that. I don't know where this horse wants to run, but we had a slow start last time and it punished us, so I'm just going to try and lead, even though I thought it wasn't a front runner. Winning Post should go international, and it should also be more optional with languages. I know there's some people that were able to get a hand on a copy and try and translate it, but that would just be painful. I don't think I could be able to do it. I'd enjoy it though, because I wouldn't have to like ride the horses. I feel like that would be a really cool aspect to have. But I haven't played it, so I can't really speak. It baffles me they don't have any other language for the game and sell it elsewhere. Yeah, they would have made a killing in America and not so probably much down in Australia. There are some races on Steam, but for all Japanese, yeah. That's right, unfortunately. Imagine the money to be made in the US and the UK. It would be all through the roof.
5 furlongs to go.
Although I am kind of big when it comes to game mechanics. True. We've butchered this race. I don't know where this horse wants to run. We are the favourite. Let's see if we can just hold on by going early. Too bad nowadays horse racing is being frowned upon in the Western countries because of the animal abuse. It's just people not knowing what they think they know, unfortunately. Oh, I don't know anything about this horse. Did anyone know anything about the jockey that got a 15-year ban? No, I didn't hear anything. So this is where it's interesting, right? Slow start. We saw that I had a good start. So this horse doesn't want to run at the front, which is frustrating. So it doesn't want to run at the front, doesn't want to run as a preceder, so it wants to run at the back. Dirt champ though for Mirror Magic. What do we got? Wing lighter, perfect. And then we have something royal as well. How are you looking, Stronghold? Not bad. Strong stats. Strong stats for an early game horse. Cashing in was a front runner, and how dare you was a front runner, and this horse doesn't want to run at the front, and it has Gate Rocket, so tickle me pink. Because there is a YouTube channel that's specifically to post horses falling or dying in races, and if you read the comments, those videos get. It's only saying data, so that's adorable. That is absolutely adorable. There's a bunch of people who don't really know horse racing. Well, that's it, Rach. Like, at the end of the day, it's sad and that things happen, like, things go wrong, but, like, a lot of horses, like, even race horses, they're more prone to injury in the paddock than they are out on the track. Like, freak accidents happen, of course, but the amount of care that the better stables in the industry give their horses is amazing. And those type of stories don't get enough headline time, you know? Come this way. There are more injuries in auto racing with the human than there are horses. Yep. My opinion on horse racing has always been, I don't tell anyone that's not in the horse racing industry how they spend their money and what they can do with the money they've spent. Like, I don't tell them, oh, you see this house you've just bought? I don't like that wall. You can't have that wall there. You gotta knock it down. It doesn't work like that. People spend millions of dollars breeding and buying horses. And at the end of the day, what they do with the money that they've spent, that should be completely up to them. As long as they're not breaking any rules and they're not being harmful, I don't see why you feel like you have an input on that as a day-to-day story. It's just they don't, because the negative is always shown. Yeah. Well, take it for example, the Melbourne Cup, the Australian Melbourne Cup from last year. Every single racehorse that went around came off the track safe, but the media, one horse got pulled up by a jockey who did the right fucking thing. Noticed the horse was lame and needed to be pulled up, and he pulled the horse up, potentially stopping that horse from doing any injury, and the owners and the trainer still has a horse to give some time off and then try again later, or find a different path, or just reassess what went wrong, what was the lameness. But then the media put it out yet again, another horse fails to finish the Melbourne Cup. But not the positive that the jockey did the right thing and saved the horse, or did the right thing and just did his job. Nah, why would that be put across the media? You know? It just frustrates me how they twist things to try and make it all look negative all the time, you know? when I was at the show jumping yard, a horse tripped and broke its leg out in its paddock. Exactly. It happens. Horses can put their feet through fences when they're babies and they have to be put down. It happens. Bobby's blatantly cheating. The record is his record is ridiculous. He says he never nearly loses and has been caught multiple times in just a few times cheating in the classics. Bob almost never loses because literally most of the horses in the races he runs is his horse and he trains, and especially at the Santa Anita. It's all about the narrative and how you and the perception. Negativity draws more eyes. True. I feel like with Bob Bassett, like I don't know too much about American racing, but I like to try and follow the headline stories and whatnot. But to be fair, they say he's been caught cheating and whatnot, but every racehorse winner is drug tested, and every horse in every classic race, no matter the horse, always gets tested. So if he's cheating as bad as people say he is, then how come he's still in the industry? It's ludicrous to think that he is cheating up to the standards that what people are. Like, I don't know what goes on in his stable day to day, but like in harness racing, back in the day, like I'm talking 60s and 70s, people were using the cow prodders on track work to like sprite the horse up, which is now obviously illegal. But I don't smoke, like I get where you're coming from, but I disagree with you too, because him winning races is costing them more money than what you would think. Like, he's not going to bring them in money through, especially with animal abuse claims and whatnot, it'd be losing the company money. So for him to keep them around, to keep a trainer around that has a dirty record, to me it just shows that his record isn't actually as dirty as what people want you to believe. Yeah, if you're one of the greatest trainers in America, you'd hope that the other trainers around you would be there to stand up for you. I don't really agree with corruption on that sort of front. I say once he gets positives and they come through, but the reason why bigger trainers and more popular trainers stay relevant and keep winning races is because they attract the better horses. Not very often a Group 1 trainer will accept a horse that isn't capable of winning either a few races or at least a Group 1 level caliber horse. I mean, I respect your views on it, and I just enjoy having these conversations. This is why I love horse racing, because it's the conversation, isn't it? Being able to take two sides of a coin and see how two different people see one subject, which is fascinating. Like, don't take anything I'm saying to heart or that I'm saying you're wrong or anything. I'm just very opinionated as a person, and trust me, I do respect anyone's view or judgment on any topic, and I'll take it into consideration. And yeah, so be right back, Lee. My boy's awake. I have to have my earpiece in. Okay, oh cool, done. Let me know how you go, Tommy. Royal Fox is just insane, absolutely. The Shuggy race, we just had a Shuggy race before, and he didn't do too good because we got a little bit challenged on the straight and we raced on the rough, but we'll put him back up in a few weeks' time. He's not near his peak yet, so once he gets closer to his peak, we'll start racing him more frequently. We're just sort of giving him a back burner at the moment because we have a lot of horses to sort of go through. In the UK, there's a big race trainer here named Aidan O'Brien, and he's one of the top horses, and he gets some of the best horses and does not accept any low caliber horse. Yeah, well, exactly. Like, you've got to look at it from their output, right? So, say for example, they take some of the thoroughbred trainers will work up to 60 horses. So, say that they're feeding 60 horses, they're racing 60 horses. Some of those horses might race once a week. Some of those horses might race once a month. So, if you look at the monthly food bill, the cost for trainers, staff, jockeys, equipment upgrades, facility maintenance, and all of that, and you're the world's best trainer, why would you take a chance on a horse that is proven to not be up to that level? Because at the end of the day, you've got a family to feed yourself. And if you can take, say for example, Group 1 winning horses that can earn anywhere from $200,000 to $1 million a year, like, why would you take the horse that might win 20,000? Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, because that's my situation in life. All the horses that I have in harness racing are all lower class horses. But right, what do we got? LA traffic still going round. We don't need to enter anyone into that race, do we? I don't think we do. We'll just go forward a week, eh? And people hate him mostly because he trains horses that belong to Saudi Arabia, the royal family. I'm doing the same though. You know how much money is involved? Look at that, turf and dirt, 146, 147. We'll do the Dream Cup this year because we skipped out on it a while ago. Right, what do we got? 5 furlongs on the top. Let's find a horse that can run. Lucky Sky's an option. Fairy Bolt if it was a dirt. Lioness is an option. Come back and good to not really going to play effect here. Close race, not good. No, we'll stay away from that. So, between Lioness, Lucky Sky, Last Corner Leader, Stretch Burst, Gate Rocket, Southpaw. Oh, I think we go Lucky Sky. The Saudis are some of the last true sport of kings left. Exactly. So in comparison, Lucky Sky is $5.80, where Happy Plane obviously is strong at amazing stats. Anyone that's watched any type of thoroughbred horse racing at a high level knows that some of the best horses come from Saudi Arabia.
The horses are in the gate. And away they go. That was a beautiful start.
Slow down, Lucky.
And they're in the home stretch. Show your guts.
Come on, Lucky. Keep going. Keep going, Lucky. Good work, buddy. Nice win. Well, not from there, but owned by them. Yeah, but most of the Saudis are like involved with Godolphin. But yeah, like like Reggie said, that's where the foundation stallions actually started. Franco was owned by Saudi Arabia person. Yeah, there you go. 10 furlongs. What do we got? On the turf, yep. I mean, we do have Slick Bolt. That could be interesting. We also have Hurricane Haley too. Shooting Star's a good option. What do we got? Trying to have a look through what we have for the 10 furlong. I feel like Slick Bolt's our best option. Yeah, that sounds about right to me, Smog. But it's just fascinating to me how the bloodlines have been just carried over from like generation to generation.
The horses are in the gate.
Oh, that's a messed up
And
start.
they're off. That was a beautiful start.
Kind of be mad at Desert Ending for like coming out of the gate strong. We know how strong Desert Ending is. Can't wait for the flat season to start. Oh yeah, that's right. You have two different seasons of racing. You have the flat and then you have the jumps. Imagine if Gallop Racer had jump racing.
They are midway down the backstretch.
That combo common mares from the UK and Arabians from SA creates a breed we know today as Thoroughbreds. What a beautiful creature it is.
Where the race is won.
Exactly right.
And they're in the home stretch. Show your guts.
There were three main foundation sides apparently, don't quote me on that, but apparently one of the three foundation side doesn't have a line anymore. Interesting. Strong win here for Slick Bolt. It still exists but in very limited quantities. Oh, cool. Was that Kinky Weapon? No, yeah, it was Kinky Weapon. Damn. Kinky Weapon beat Cam's Crown. That's hilarious. Right, we know we're racing here. Where are you, buddy? Yeah, Fairy Bolt, 89 braking, closer. Favorite over Happy Playing easily. Spurt, Last One Later, Hate to Pack, stay out of the pack, and then we have Comeback, Impost okay, back to back okay, and Subject okay.
The horses are on.
And we hold the record here. Let's see if we can break that. 109 and 5?
The horses are in the gate. And nowhere to go.
Believe it or not, it's actually the Godolphin Arabian, which is now in rare quantity. Yeah, right. I couldn't get to the tail of the field, so this is just where we settled.
And they're in the home
Hopefully it doesn't cost us the race. Oh, what is this? What the front door is this sugar honey iced tea? There we go, now we got a gap. Go, fairy, get her. Go, fairy, get her. Go, fairy, get her. Go, 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 go. Oh. Damn it. Every horse just kept drifting and drifting and drifting. I should have just gotten inside earlier. That's on me. And we raced terribly. We're nowhere near record pace too. Oh well. That was definitely an L ride. Very alright. But we have came through to the sales. What do we got? Oh, yes, please. And we don't really need it. Oh, do you get beauty value back? I so badly want to get eccentric go, but he's terrible for his growth type. We need 10 to value for wing lights. That's awesome. Not trying that. You can go away. Bye. Right, as we always do, we start at the cheapest and we go to the best. Why are you so cheap? What, the front door? I'm very confused. This is our worst original we've had, like, in a while. Runaway. What is going on? Now we got on moving on to our expensive ones. Let's see. Pine Fox, Grey Dancer, Vodka Fox. Good stretch. Midnight Phoenix, which is a little bear. No doubt this horse will be a fast growth type. Courtly Lark. Decent stats across the board, but I'm not expecting too much from her. Pushing Buttons is interesting. Last but not least, Cold Hard Cash and Silver Breeze, which is silver dollars. Probably our most consistent horse across the board. Right, let's have a look. What do we want? None of these. Yeah, none of those. Bears and fast pace not good. Yuck. Golden Plasmas are apparently good, but I'm not trying it out. Clear Jewel Filly. Come back close. If you're grey, I'd buy you just to try someone new, but beauty value I've already had. I feel like we can avoid him. Even Fan I've had before, but I don't have the time at the moment to deal with a horse with that type of peak. Same with Eccentric Goal. I said I was going to grab him next time come around, but there's not enough races for him. Yeah, there's another 2-year-old here. Copy that cat. Look at that growth type, yuck. I mean, I feel like we could retire Eclipse, but we don't have the breeding room for it. Put you in there. You hit 70 speed, well done. I might drop you back for just an easier race. Right, let's have a look through. We're going to leave all of these. That really doesn't have to run. He's nowhere near peak, is he? He doesn't peak until next year. So then he gets cranky. You're at peak, so you need to win the turf. We're not running you in the Diamond Cup, we're going to run you in the... No, we can't run you in the Platinum. We're going to have to try you in the Diamond Cup. If you don't win, that could be an issue. You'll peak next year, so you can probably just mess around for this year. I mean, realistically, you could win any of these Group 1 races, but we need to work out what we're doing with the rest of our horses first. So Eclipse, what is my goal with you? We'll run the sprint in the dirt. We're not going to be able to win the turf with you. Or can we? No, we can't. Yeah, so we're just going to mess around with you, I think. Get you some more Group 1s. Chicago, perfect. Platinum for something royal. Let me get that horse titles back up there. So Dirt Prince is Osaka Classic. The Osaka Classic isn't until October. I mean, we could run you over the sprint trap. Nothing wrong with that. It's a warm up. Yeah, we might actually do that. Sounds good to me. What do we got? Rough Monster also needs to run in the dirt somewhere. Or you can run turf. We might put him in a turf race. Why do you get so cranky so quickly? Texan Cowboys already very low. $11 to $19. Well, at least the game told us that. Now let's try and organise the rest of these horses. Again, I don't know if your turf would I mean, you have the speed. I don't think anyone else is going to run in the super sprint, so sure. Perfect. Just trying to work out everyone before I move on. There's so many races. Right. Yeah, I know. I think that's everyone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. It's not that many. It's only 27. I've had more. No, we don't need any more horses. You got horses not for days, but for years. Yup, they're out my ears. Let's check on the other little ones. Okay, we've got a couple of 5 stars now, so some progress has been made. Cold Breeze is looking pretty good, 4 stars across the board. It'd be nice to get Calm up one more stage, but that's fine for now. Cash and Rum hasn't really moved too much. Little Dance is a little bit average. That's right. So the Nerve is 5 stars. Okay, but Power and Calm. Cool. Ferrobon, How Dare You, On My Nerves, and then we have King's Court and Nala, which is Simba. And our first one to move is actually Hollow's End. So that's actually pretty good. Alright, let's go racing. We'll get through to the Cincinnati like we do. I'll do my commentary of that race and then we'll end stream there. $0.90. We finally got our Simba.
It's a beautiful.
Good night, everyone. I have to be up in like 5 hours. Oh no. Thank you for sticking around, Marie.
The horses are in the gate.
You're not going to miss much. We're only going to do it up until the Cincinnati, which is only like a month away. So it's probably only like 10 races. Yeah, we'll do my commentary of the new 2-year-olds and then that should be the end of streaming. So roughly we've been live for nearly 3 hours. And it takes us about 3 hours to get through about 4 or 5 months of racing. So on average, for us to get through a year, it takes about 9 hours. So if we go 9 hours a year, and we're in year 36 or 37, I can't remember, I think we're in 37 now. So 37 we need to get to 40 to do our breeding, and then we need to do the resets on 42, 5 times 9. Yeah, we're still a fair way away, 45 hours away, yikes. What can I say except for I like chaos? Just the confidence to celebrate in second. Overconfidence. I mean, I was on an 80-cent favorite. Like, if I lose that, then I lose that, you know? Throwback to the Mr. Arrogant. That's alright. I can take it. We'll go 3 for 3 here this week. It's just because I feel like it, you know?
The horses are on the track.
Very pretty horse. Look who holds the record here, except for your mum. If you break her record, I'll put you in the breeding bank.
Go! That was a great start.
The type of ride that would have your trainer giving you an earful. Yup. So that's what we do around the Basic Blue Ranch. I'm just a jockey and I will ride the horses how I see fit. If that means I have to celebrate with 2 furlongs left, I'll celebrate with 2 furlongs left. I petition we name a horse after Blue Arrogance again. Oh, is this better for you?
Okay, this is where the race is won. And they're in the home stretch.
Back from when we were leveling up and had to sweat through a lot of races to now celebrating mid-race. Oh, here's a challenge for you, Mr. Arrogant. Here we go. I just won by 19 lengths, celebrating the whole race. What more can you ask of me? How about I ride a few races like that? Sure, once my controller decides to plug back in. How about you ride a few races like that in first person? Okay. I'll do it. You've got no issues with running in first person. Let's do it.
The horses are on the track.
It's only over 6 furlongs, so it's not very much of a tall
The
ask.
horses are in the gate. And away they go. A great start.
What do you mean no cheating? What's no cheating? Can I not look to my left or my right?
Two furlongs to go. Excellent. We have a winner.
Throw me an actual challenge. We're still not done tack. No, we haven't. We can do that after this next race if you like, Abigail. We'll go through and we'll sort it out. Just remind me after this race and we'll do the tack. And then we'll try and get through to the Cincinnati, do the commentary, then done. Right, you want me to run this race the same? Can't remember what horse I'm on. Night Typhoon. Right.
And they're off. That was a beautiful start. Watch out.
A little bit of contact never hurt anybody. Is Vasta light in this field? No, it's Green Friday, we're fine. Easy sauce. Is anyone else bobbing their head or is that just me?
They are midway down the backstretch. Okay, this is where the race is won.
The leader should kick it anywhere from about 2.6 through to about 2.3. So if we go slightly after that, we win. There you go, 2.6 reins are gone. 2.3 is committing. Give myself a little bit of a breather for the chase. The horse moved up in front of us, that's fine. We slip out a little bit of rain, a little bit of action, a little bit of power, a little bit of drive. We got power.
An amazing first escape. We have a winner.
This camera position makes me feel sick. Okay, you win. Also, I'm not trying to flex, but both of those races were Gallop World Series races. We ignore the contact, we ignore that. That didn't happen. I'm running a race and everyone is going wild in front of you. That's welcome to the game. Right, we're doing good. Right, what do we got? We got one race, Rough Monster. Anyone? We don't want anyone in that race, that's for sure. Any of those growth types starting to show fast? Nope, that's a start. But you know, we weren't trying to flex. Hey, I've always said that I'm always going to take up a challenge. If someone challenges me, I'll take it.
The horses are in the gate.
This guy.
And they're off. That was a beautiful start.
I kind of want to go through the sales and look for like a really low class like horse, like C, B, D even, and see if we can find a gem and then race it through and try and win the Gallop World Series with it. I feel like it'd be challenging, but I would want to find the right horse. If it weren't for Abigail, I'd tell you to try it on a closer without going wide. Oh, let's do it. I'll find a race. I'll find a way to win.
5 furlongs to go.
We have Mirror Magic for that. So next time Mirror Magic is up, we'll do it.
Race is won.
We'll just make sure Abigail takes a break for 2 or 3 minutes. Dum 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 dum.
2 furlongs to go.
Yeah, so the dirt campaign will be split up next year among a few horses, Rough Monster being one. I'm sure there must be a gem in the low classes. They just went to the channel I have up. See? She'll just switch to another Twitch channel. We'll be fine. We'll just let her know when we're doing it. And we can't go through the outside. Perfect. Easy challenge. Right, what do we got? We got eggs and pancakes in a lower tier confidence backup. We got a pretty hard race here. That's alright. Mr. Arrogant does sound like a fitting name for a horse. Well, you're not wrong. Right. Let's see if we can find a gem real quick. Well, for starters, I need to have a look at the stats. Fast growth types, they're pretty much a null. We don't want anything with too much of a commitment. Nothing's really standing out to me here. Very good derby, not enough stamina for what I need. Not a grey. Oh, you're pretty. No abilities, but temper's only an interesting stat. But I have angel. Kibbies. You're lost first. Good braking, solo runner, good growth type. Who are you? Dry flower. Interesting. Definitely some options there. But also, I'm also in that mindset now where I'm like, do we really need an extra horse just to try and prove a point? Anyone for some eggs and pancakes?
The horses are in the gate. And they're off. That was a great start.
Happy Death, what a name. Not quite sure that, that should be allowed. Sure. That's your boy. Can't believe we had an argument about whether or not we're going to name a horse after a breakfast and dessert. Here we are, sometime later, with a horse that's going to be a freak. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to race backwards or something, right? Do you just want me to race backwards for you? Like, what would you like me to do?
Okay, this is where the
We'll race backwards for you. How does that sound? Here we go.
Two furlongs to go.
Kind of cool watching it race backwards.
We have a winner.
Yeah, he's got a blaze. I tried to put a mesh one on so you could still see his blaze underneath. Any other ideas for me?
The horses are on the track.
Wild Vegas. I still hold the record with Wild Vegas in the Diamond Cup, and it's been so long.
The horses are in the gate. Go. That was a
No, I'm checking. It's always good to win a challenge. Right, we're going to gas out very quickly this race. Very quickly indeed. Somehow we still managed to 7 for that, but I don't know how. This will be a hard race just for the fact that she's got very low stamina. She's running at a peak distance, and we got challenged by the 12 for a very long way at the start. We got in front now. Fast pace okay. Hopefully will help us out a little bit. Elite racing skill issue.
5 furlongs to go.
How's your 2003 going, Elite? Fast pace, no kidding. Yeah, I had no idea, right?
The race is won. And they're in the home stretch.
Right, let's see what you got left, Wild Vegas. Hold up. She's got plenty in the tank. Go, you good thing. Never mind. What was I worried about? Holy smokes.
Excellent. We have a winner.
Skill issue. 2003 is alright. I'm still a little ahead. Yeah, I'm just sort of waiting for Jen to catch up and then I'll get back onto it. Because once Jen's caught back up, then we'll pretty much be all at the same point. Nice win there. Very nice win. So, we got it split 2 ways, 2 ways, and 2 ways. Don't know if I'll split it 3 ways in each, but... The Wild Vegas and Wonder Whale horse was born. Lovely. That's good to hear. Now, let's do the tradition here, ladies and gentlemen. We will save. We have made a boatload of progress. We're in year 36, so we're still... Ah, yes, we do need to do tack. We'll do the tack now. The Attack of the Titans. Attack of the Titans. Right. Start off with silver dollars. Cold, hard cash. So this is a Kaz. Pretty simple horse here. What are we thinking, Abigail, for this horse? Has got Silver Breeze in the line, and Kaz isn't here, so... Not pawn, but he's ready to run. Oh, interesting. I feel like we can probably do a full set of bandages. He mainly had green on his horses. What do you think of green and... What about green and orange? And then just do like a green shadow roll. What about that? No, I like that. What do you think of that? I think that looks kind of nice. Looks smart. Cool. 1 down. A boatload to go. Pushing buttons. So this is a grey dancer. How dare you? Pretty much they've all had this. With that. With that. We probably might go ears. We might put blinkers on too. And then we put a shadow roll on. Yeah. We'll do this skip away colours. You want to see my Gallop Racer horse collection? Yes, please. Go the yellow roll. Go the yellow roll. Okay, we'll go the yellow roll. Good call. Yeah, cool. Looks good. It's in the Discord. I'll check that in a second. Copy that cat. I like 4. I feel like we do a colour like we haven't done before. It doesn't look too bad. Black with the burgundy. And then go... just a shadow roll in that colour. I like that. That looks really nice. It's like half burgundy, half black. I like that. I'm gonna stick with that. Then we have Midnight Phoenix, Under the Sea, and Little Bear. Midnight Phoenix, it sounds like it has to be like black and red. So we'll go... But you're already red, so we might go red with black. Yeah, now we're talking. And because it's a Midnight Phoenix, the star can be like the part raising from the ashes. Here, type. And we give you red ears. Oh yeah, that looks sick. That looks sick. Pine Fox. Burgundy and orange, please. Perfect. We'll do that. So, is that for the hood? What hood do you want? What hood? 1 through 2, 7, 11, 15. 1 to 15. So, pick a number, 1 to 15. we want burgundy, which is that one there, and 5, awesome, and orange. Burgundy and orange. Oh yeah, that does look nice. And we want number 5. This one, that's number 5. Do you want ears? Or ears, no ears? That's what we look like at the moment. Do you want ears or no ears? Ears, perfect. What ears do you want? 1 stripe or 2 stripes? We can do 2 stripes for now. That's 2, perfect. Any blinkers or shadow rolls? Could have blinkers, or we can go shadow roll, or we could even go mesh. Orange roll and blinkers. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Do you want to have a look at it in mesh, or are you happy with it? What orange roll? Orange roll. We said orange. Perfect. This is mesh. So that's mesh. Happy with it. Yep. Cool. And we'll stick with that. Awesome. And then we go shotgun Sally. Tax. What am I going to do with shotgun? She does have a white sock, so rule of thumb, if they have a white sock, you just do 2 legs. I haven't done blue and yellow. We might do a blue. Oh, that looks really nice. Then do like... Or do I want that reversed? I think I might want that reversed. Yeah, I like that reversed. E type. And then blinkers. Shadow roll. Perfect. Run away. Again, front bandage. Oh no. Front bandages only. I really don't like that brown. What about grey? Grey and blue looks okay. Might just do something simple like that. Change it up. And then smile ignite. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this one in for now, just because this one I named after my partner, so I'll just put these in for now and then see what she thinks. Might put 4 legs on there. I do like that purple though, purple with black. Because that's from Lucky Leah, which is my line. Till then, but it was endless Libra. Yeah, purple does look nice on beige, right? Sandstorm. This is... We need to do yellow, don't we? What does yellow look like on you, though? Actually, really good. I mean, yellow and orange actually works kind of well. And I feel like we just get away with a yellow shadow roll. Yeah, I feel like that's nice for Sandstorm. Mirror Magic. I feel like a silver sort of colour would make sense. He has a socky, he has a little socky, but he can just have more. Silver and dark blue. Yep. Hood. What number again? 1 through 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Number 4. Right, any shadow roll or blinkers? I mean, a dark blue one, blue roll, no blink. Perfect. Right, that's one more down. Night Typhoon, which is... Hey, Jen! We're just doing some tack. Under the Sea and winning gold. I feel like for that you have to do... Under the Sea is like dark blue, and then you do yellow for winning gold. I like that, that looks really nice. And then maybe a V for victory, dark blue, yellow. Oh yes, look at this. I think we even put ears on you. Yes, and then shadow roll. I feel like we just do a dark blue shadow roll. Yeah, that's nice, that's nice. I like that a lot. Illusion. What are we doing for illusion? Well, we're doing back bandages. I mean, the green looks nice on... Yeah, the green does look nice. Do green and pink, maybe? With an X with green and pink. What are your thoughts on that, Abby, so far? I think that green works really well with those odd coloured chestnuts. Can't remember what they're actually called, but I think that looks good. I like that. I was going to go lavender and green, but pink works. Lavender. Let's try. We can try lavender. Let's try lavender. Which one's lavender? That one. What do you think? That or that? Liver chestnut, yeah, I knew it was some type of chestnut. Which one do you prefer, the pink or the lavender? The pink? The pink it is. And what colour shadow roll do you think would fit? Pink, or do we go green? I think pink's more subtle, but green's more vibrant. So what do you guys think? Green? Perfect. Right. Dare you cash? We won't worry about dare you cash because we're not going to breed with this horse. Aztec Princess, we might breed with her, so... we'll do the back legs. Aztec. What reminds me of an Aztec? That burgundy looks really nice. Burgundy on red, for some reason, really pops to me. How do you feel about that, Smog? We could even go 4 bandages. How do you feel about that? I feel like that colour palette looks really good. Yeah, we're happy with that. I'm happy with that. And Texan Cowboy we're not going to breed with, so we won't worry about. Royal Fox. Can I dunk? Oh, we've already done Royal Fox. Oh yeah, Abigail, do you like a Royal Fox? I thought this was good. Tell me what you think of this colour scheme. I did put it together. Like, our Moon Emperor, I don't remember what we did for you. We haven't done Moon Emperor. I think black would make sense for Moon Emperor. Powder blue. We can do powder blue. Which one's powder blue? Is it this one? That one? That one's powder blue, isn't it? What colour do you want to go with it? Because at the moment I really don't mind the blue and white. Black? Black could actually probably look really good too. Yeah, that looks kind of nice. Okay. Blue and then on black, and then is yeah. Shadow roll. Do we want powder blue or do we want black for the shadow roll? Maybe the one with the circle on the hood. We can give it a try. The circle. This one. What do you think of that? Cool. Sorted. Eggs and pancakes is done. I just need to put Eclipse. I just need to put legs on you. I already put legs on you. Then we're sorted. We can save. Something royal. We didn't put any tack on, I'm pretty sure, but I don't really know what to put on her. That purple looks okay. Purple and yellow. I think purple and yellow looks nice. I like that. I think that suits. Who you even buy? Kramer's King something spiritually. Yeah, okay, cool. I think that suits well. Right, now let's try this again. We'll save again. Right, yeah, let's see how many horses we have racing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a decent sized field here for today's commentary. And Royal Fox would be racing, but we're not going to worry about that. 103 stamina, 103 stamina, 104 stamina, 102 stamina. 102 stamina so far for Royal Fox. Rightio guys, let's jump into here, we'll watch the races and I'll do my commentary and then that will be the end of the stream. If you do not like me talking fast or talking a lot, then please tune out for your own safety. Rightio, let me grab a spare note. I'm just going to probably open my notepad real quick on my computer. Right. Okay, I probably don't need to do that too. Right, so the one. Runaway. Favorite. Next hit for us is tender value is a 4, but we know what tender value looks like. Copy that cat is the 11 over 9. And last but not least, silver dollars is the 13. Cool. Just put that there just so then I know once the camera turns off, I know which horses I'm commentating. Righty guys, the race. Let me get my voice ready for this because I haven't done this in a while. Welcome to Lexington, ladies and gentlemen, for the Cincinnati Group 3 Stakes over the 6 furlong trip here. On top we have the favourite here, Dawson taking the ride, Runaway. Beautiful looking colt out of the broodmare Winning Gold. Definitely a quality broodmare, Yogi Bear the sire. Looking to prove some domination here. Silver Dollar's the second pick in the market here. Silver Breeze broodmare won a few races in her own time, and Cold Hard Cash being the sire. Last but not least is Courtly Luck and Nala. Copy that cat. Look for this horse early, as this horse will look to try and find the front. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Those the horses are making their way onto the track. We're in the gates. And they're off and racing here in the Cincinnati. It's going to be an early lead here for Copy That Cat, followed by Runaway down on the fence line. Tender Value also pushing up here, looking to make a early good position. Out wide on the track we do have Thompson driving Silver Dollars. It's going to be a 5-race horse up front here. Out wide on the track is going to be Keen Mask. Naive Fiddle back in the pack. Still wide Blues Duo and Mako's Kid. Kippies, and then the next pack of horses we have Manual Colony, Social Road, Bay Star, Serve Regan, and at the tail of the field all you can is a turn with 3 furlongs left to run. It's going to be a Copy That Cat for Ross on top here, looking really dominant here. Silver Dollars chasing, and so is Tender Value. Here comes the early move here from the favourite now, Runaway, looking to run away with this race, but Copy That Cat isn't having any of it just yet. Going to be a 3-horse race up the straight here. Tender Valley trying to find Copy That Cat. Looks like he's had enough in the meantime. Silver Dollars down the outside, but out in front is Runaway, looking to bolt away with this one, and it's going to do so. A late fight back on the outside here by Natalie, and Natalie swarmed over the top here. What a race here, ladies and gentlemen. This 13 Silver Dollars might have got it on the wire, and she has. What a ride. Natalie ran off the pace. Silver Dollars winning down the outside. Beautiful ride. And that's going to be a win all round for Natalie and Silver Dollars. Runaway coming in second, Copy That Cat, a solid run for third, and then Tender Value finishing in for fourth. Your numbers are 13, 1, 9 and 5. As we have a look over at the Dimmadam, the Coanella paying $6.60, the Exacta $10.80, and the Trifecta $68.80. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was a really, really fun race. And we're going to just close the emulator from here, because we're not going to race this race and then have to redo it. So, but that was a good race. Our originals look promising. Unfortunately, it looks like we've got a couple more fast growth type horses to look out for, but that is life. But again, guys, that's going to be the end of tonight's stream. I'm getting a bit tired now. It's been a long day. But again, as always, thank you to everyone that's tuned in tonight. You guys have absolutely smashed it with the support, and I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. So anyone that's watching this back, hopefully you've enjoyed. And for the people that are here now, again, thank you again for your support. It really does go a long way. So again, thank you all, guys, and much love. Good night.